Ali here at MindWaveMeditation.com, and today we're going to talk about motivation. I'm not feeling motivated at all today. I'm having one of those days where I just can't be asked. I just can't be asked. So I thought I'd make a video on how to get through this, because I want to get real with you right now. I'm not feeling it, just not in the zone. I'm tired, I'm lethargic. So I'm just going to give you the exact tips of what I'm going to do right now, what I am doing to help me get through this and just crack on, because that is ultimately what we're all here to do, is just crack on. Because what else is there to do apart from just moan and be a victim of victimhood? Woe is me, why is everything happening to me? Why can't I have what they have? Why isn't this thing taking off? Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. There's so many variables to life. There's so many different reasons why things don't take off, why someone wants someone else, why you don't have that thing that you want, why you're not happy in this moment now, but you have been in other moments. There's loads of different variables. And as I don't know who I'm talking to, I ain't gonna figure that out for you, but what I can do, if you keep watching this video, is help you with a good list of 5 things, tell you how to get back to this. Smiley face, keep going, motivation. So keep watching, like the video, hit the bell notification, comment down below if you want to be a legend, and subscribe if you want to just be an absolute legend. That's about as much I'm gonna give you. Stick around, here we go. All right, tip number 1. When I'm coaching clients, students, one of the main things that we figure out is that we all need a big why. If you don't have a big why, a big reason, a big purpose, a big passion, a big love for doing what you're doing, then you're just going to always be in a yo-yo. You're going to be up there going, yeah, this is all good, and then whoosh, down at the bottom you're going to be like, and without this big why that's like the kindling to your fire, it's the fuel, it's the ignition, it's the key that turns. I don't know what that was that you get my point. You need something that is beyond you and almost beyond the day-to-day, gotta do this, gotta do that. There's gotta be something bigger behind what you're doing to fuel you, to help you get out of bed for doing it. Now, if you're not motivated to go and work a job that you hate, I hear you. I've been there, and I was there for forever, for a long time, until that realization was too much for me to handle. I could no longer live a life where I was working for someone else, helping them build their dream. As lovely as all those people were, all my previous bosses, can't do it. I had to make a decision, and I realized it was getting in the way of my true happiness, my absolute happiness, my purpose and my truth for being here. Was I could no longer work for other people. I had to create something and then be my own boss and then just do it and make it happen. So for me, I built this MindWave thing, and then I have a band, and those 2 things are fueled with pure joy, satisfaction, and all the rest. And that's why I can tune into those things and just run with them. Now, sometimes still I have these heavy days when I'm teaching people with really difficult problems. It's very draining, it's very hard to deal with, not only for them, for me too, and it makes sometimes the job really, really difficult. And I think, why am I doing this? It's not easy, and I admittedly momentarily get down and frustrated and go, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I know I'm there to help people when they want the help, but ultimately it's detrimental to my health sometimes, you know. So what I do is I focus on my big why. Now for MindWave, for this thing, my big why is a little bit hippie, so hippie alert. I have a mission statement and I read it every day, twice a day. I think of it randomly. I use it in times of demotivation when I'm just like that. You know that face, like, ugh, I'll read this and I'll connect to it. So mine says, I joyfully nurture, empower, and inspire humanity to harmoniously live and flow with our individual and collective highest visions to help uplift and something else. Help uplift and evolve humanity, universal consciousness in the spirit of love. Now look, I know that's super hippie and it sounds almost grandiose, but when I say helping humanity, I purely mean on a one-to-one basis, you know, when I'm dealing with clients and students, and when I see posts and things like these videos go out and comments written, that is connection. So to humanity, whoever needs it, whoever wants it. And that fuels me knowing that if I just get up off my ass and plaster on that face, at first I'm faking it till I make it. I'm not in the mood. I'm like this. I can't be arsed. Like, I just want to do nothing. I put on the face, I pull myself together, realize that what I'm doing is actually helping at least one person out there. And then naturally I start to connect with that. Like now, this is me connecting and going, actually, I really enjoy connecting with you, because if you get anything from this, whether you comment or not, I am satisfied and happy that I'm doing something rather than nothing. Again, if you're working in a job that isn't so satisfying, totally get you. Been there, hated it myself, but did it because it was a stepping stone to get to where I wanted to be, which is here. And look, I still want to be other places, but here right now is perfect. So if you have a job that you really despise, I would like you to try and employ this perspective of it's temporary. This is my temporary job. It's a tolerance job. And that helped me get out of my stepping stone tolerance job. Every time I went there, I was like, this is my tolerance job for where I want to be. Now, I knew where I wanted to be because I did the work and it took a long time. I did all the digging, I wrote all the stuff down, and I finally connected with who I was and who I wanted to be, which was, well, this guy doing this and a musician making music. And like I've said in other videos, I shelved the music. I'm still in the process of shelved the music, my ultimate passion, because I wanted to get this off the ground and help as many people as possible. And sustain it for myself, and so I could not have a boss and then be a musician from a place of pure love and freedom. So if you don't know what your thing is, if you don't have something that is a burning passion that fuels you, that gets you out of bed, and you get out of bed and you go, yes, I get to do this again today. Sometimes it sucks, but I'm doing it. If you don't have that, link below. I created a mini course just for you for this exact thing. I figured out my thing. Is the best thing. One of the best things I ever did was figure out, no, I'm gonna say it, it was the best thing. It was the best thing I ever did, was figure out what this was. And because of that, I freed myself up from so many lower emotional states of being that always come back and try and take you down and take you out, and I just got so sick of it. I just wanted to know who I was, what I'm doing, and then just start doing it. So dare to discover you. Click that link, do it today. You will not be disappointed. Many people that have done it have been loving it. Lots of my clients and students love it too. It just completely blows the cobwebs off, and within 2 hours you can really get to know who you are, who you want to be, what you want to do, how it's going to look, everything. It's truly a delight, and it was a labor of love doing it. So tip number 1 is really find yourself. Figure out how you want to find yourself. Actually, I don't think that wasn't tip number 1. But the big why was your tip number 1. was find your fuel, find your fire. And I guess that's coupled with knowing who you are, where you're going, and what that vision is. Because unless you've got that, well, good luck to you. It's just pretty tough, isn't it? Going out there and trying to stay motivated in a world that you don't particularly like sometimes. And, you know, with for a boss that, you know, I get it. It's rough, it sucks. So good luck, click the link. And if you've already got your passion and your vision, then just write it out and stick to it and remind yourself, write that mission statement out, whatever your mission statement is. I am here to do this, and this is why I do it, X, Y, and Z. You know what to do. Tip number 2. Okay, so you've got your vision, you've got your passion, you know what that is in mind. If you don't, you've clicked the link and you're doing it and you're ready to go and find that, so double thumbs up. Tip number 2 is once you've got that, you need to reprogram yourself to believe it and remind yourself, remind yourself. So affirmations, write a mission statement, a manifesto, anything. If you're living for your son or your daughter to watch them grow older and have their own kids, and you know they are the love of your life, write a note to them and connect. Even if they never read it, write a note to them to connect to your love that you have for them. Have something solid that you can have in your wallet, your purse, or keep on the wall or somewhere where you work to just remind you of why you're here, what you're doing all this for. So every time the day sucks, which inevitably it does sometimes, every time your boss or someone else just says something that makes you go, you know, throws you off guard, connect to what that purpose is in a physical way. Have a note on your phone, have a reminder on your phone that pops up, a notification at every time in the day when you know you need that kind of, you know, maybe like 4 o'clock in the day when it's that kind of middle bit where you start to naturally just go, start clock watching. Notification, I am here to do this, I am saving money to do this or whatever, or to I'm not editing this out, bear with me. Just find your thing and remind yourself. I mean, I can say it a million other ways, but it's as simple as that. Find what that is, use your language, and tell yourself back exactly what you want and why you're doing it and what it's all for, and program yourself for this as much as possible. Read this daily, nightly, in the afternoon, and over and over and over. Repetition is key. This is how we start training our mind to believe what we want to be believing. And if you're pessimistic or generally a bit negative, then this is what you need to do to break free, is decide the story that you want, the vision of yourself that you want, and then reprogram yourself by repetition for that story. Number 3, okay, this is a real big one. I'm going to do a separate video on this too, but visualize your dream, your desire, what you really want. You could sit down and do this for 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, every day. Just sit down, clear the mind, play that image of what you do want, tune into the feeling of it already having manifested in your life. Breathe in, breathe out, replay this vision over and over again, connect to the feeling of having it already in your life, feeling it. What would it look like? What would it sound like? What are you eating? I don't know. You know, oh, I'm lost there. I'm lost in your dream. This is how we do it. Get to know what that dream is and physically wrap yourself in it, in mind, if that makes sense. So when you close your mind, when you close your eyes, tune into this vision and heighten all of your senses and connect to it deeply. I was listening to someone say, imagine you're on a plane and you're going to your favorite destination and you're flying and everything's nice and it's a long destination and you've had a great flight and everything was perfect. Now get off the plane and you're going, you're walking to where you're going to, you got your bags. Tell me, were you flying economy or were you flying first class? Now, most of us might go, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. The people that actually fly first class will absolutely be thinking of first class. They know what they want. Logged, first class, big armchair, whatever. It's all down to what we truly want for ourselves. Whatever is up here, whatever we think of and believe that we can accept is, more likely what we're going to end up getting if we create the right action steps. But if you're thinking about economy travel while you're dreaming about anything you want, it's really a reflection of where we're at. Look, you might be the first class person, but I know I jump to economy and I have to remember this, like, oh yeah, I can dream as big as I want and I'm jumping to economy. So that's something to think about. Write out your perfect visualization of what you do want. Again, if you check the Dare to Discover, you'll map all that out, no problem. But otherwise, just tune into what that is, write it down, connect to it and visualize it daily, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. Kapow! Number 4. It's the big one, meditation. Bang on about it all the time, always with the meditation. But the thing is, meditation, you carve out a really small time out of your day. It could even be 5 minutes. I like to do 20 in the morning and 20 in the evening. But even 5 minutes a day devoted to yourself is carving out some time where you can clear all this noise and you can start to really connect with being alive, here and now, worries of the day, stresses of the future, all just kind of gets a lot calmer. So this is when I changed the voice just to help you resonate with what I'm saying, is when we add calm to our day, we naturally feel happier. We start cultivating all those happy chemicals, serotonin. We start really shifting the body and the mindset into wanting to cultivate more happiness and peace in our life. And following the stuff in the last video, absolute happiness, the yoga, the meditation, the clean eating and all this stuff, if you can do any of that, you don't have to live like that. If you just do any of that, it shows you instantly, you find relief and peace instantly. And this really does charge you. If I'm bummed out, sad, tired, if I meditate, I come out the other end. I might not be ecstatic and raring to go, but I'm certainly back to neutral, to contentment, to just about happy. And this is a thing with meditation, it's like alchemy. If you're, we're in these middle state, and sometimes we get up here to the joys and the happiness and the gratitude, and sometimes we slip all the way down into sadness, grief, anger, frustration. And look, this is life. It's waves. And, not to be up here all the time, that would be a complete ludicrous thing to think, is like, it's all about just being happy and motivated all the time. I could have easily done one of those videos just like, No, life's not like that. And anyone that says it is hasn't truly lived or they're lying to you, one of the two. The truth is, it's everything. The Buddhists say there's the 10 worlds and there's heaven and hell, and heaven and hell is right here, right now. It's your life state, it's your life state of being, and we fluctuate and we go in and out of all these different states of mind. But if you know this, and you know that heaven and hell and everything in between is right here, right now, not necessarily a place that you might go to when you die, your grandma playing the harp or whatever. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. I just don't buy it. I kind of think it really is all here right now, and instead of a big fiery pit. But you know, you can look at it like this. You're driving in your car, you're in a traffic jam, you could get mad and you feel like you're in a hell state, and you could be beeping the horn like, why me, why is this not moving, oh, traffic. And if you use this philosophy, you can realize that you are a car within the traffic, so therefore you are the traffic. You are kind of what's causing the traffic or helping cause the traffic. So knowing these simple truths, philosophies, can help you alleviate that suffering. So you go from down here, up, back to contentment. Oh, okay, I'm in the car, it's a traffic jam, it is what it is. Okay, I'll let it go. Oh, look, the traffic's moving, you know. So having a meditation practice is just key. It's just absolutely key. Click the link below and I'll teach you to meditate. It's monumental. And if you can carve that time out of your day, look, I hear all the excuses. People tell me all sorts why they can't meditate. But the fact of the matter is, there's plenty of people who have kids, companies, do so many things and still take out that 5 minutes or 20 minutes to themselves and devote it to themselves to meditate. Because it's just going to make you a happier person at the end of the day. It's going to make you feel motivated. It's going to make you feel happy. And even when you're not happy, it's going to make you just be able to handle the sadness, the grief, the trauma. You know, it's a tool that everybody should have in their back pocket. Always keep it in your back pocket, not your front pocket. That's a big no-no. Don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like this has gone on for long enough. And I hope you're feeling a bit more motivated. I am. In fact, I'm so motivated now that I'm even going to do another video. Yep. And I'm feeling a little bit giddy, so I should definitely end it now. It's over. It's definitely over. So find some guilt-free time for yourself. If it's time to rest, rest. You don't have to be happy and motivated all the time. Like, go tell your friends, it's true. So if you can do anything today to help yourself, and help yourself tomorrow by doing something good today, or if you're feeling really, really scrappy and a bit rubbish today, just think, was this anything to do with yesterday's issues or this morning? Can I let that go and just get back to this contentment reset and just start again in this moment? You can start again in any moment, any time. Let me know down below how you're doing, how you're feeling, what you're thinking, and we'll speak soon.